teacher that's doing a bad job. This is a teacher doing a good job. The school itself doesn't have the facilities or the space to give a Muslim prayer room. And the head teacher, when a particular student came and said that they wanted to pray, because the teacher didn't have the facilities to give the students a prayer room, said that students could pray out on the yard. And so students started doing that. Muslim students started praying out on the yard.
We could pray anywhere but the toilet.
Much to the disagreement of some of the local Muslim community, who then started a petition to have a prayer room. But that petition, ladies and gentlemen, was accompanied by harassment, intimidation and vandalism aimed at the school, ladies and gentlemen.
Vandalism.
Vandalism.
Stop crying.
Right? And the Muslim behind the camera says, stop crying. So in other words, the Muslim seems to think that we should put up with harassment, intimidation and vandalism, because apparently the Muslim thinks a free country entitles you to do this kind of behaviour, ladies and gentlemen. Notice he's defending harassment and violence against teachers in the UK, ladies and gentlemen. No. Furthermore, ladies and gentlemen, furthermore,
ITV, what's your source? BBC?
what started to happen, ladies and gentlemen, was that certain Muslim students started to harass other Muslim students, other Muslims, when they didn't want to pray,
Oh my God!
when they didn't want to keep the Ramadan fast,
Ramadan,
ladies and gentlemen.
Ramadan, right?
This, ladies and gentlemen, the state failed to stand against or to protect those teachers from the harassment and violence that was emanating from Muslims like these two behind the camera.
Oh yeah, good. We're a terrorist.
They are defending it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, who remembers the teacher in Batley and Speke in the north of England, ladies and gentlemen?
He's enjoying He's enjoying English rights and he's saying,
ladies and gentlemen, a teacher forced into hiding because Muslims threatened to take his life.
Oh my God, what source?
Because, ladies and gentlemen, he talked about blasphemy in schools, ladies and gentlemen. And he's now in hiding because the state failed to defend the teacher, ladies and gentlemen.
There's no source.
They say there's no source, but have either of these gutless, witless puppies even bothered to check?
In this country,
no,
we're allowed to say
they haven't.
We're allowed to believe whatever.
Our country is not better with people like him in it. This man is bringing justification for harassment and violence and intimidation against teachers in schools. That's why he's heckling, ladies and gentlemen. Let's be clear. This case was taken to the High Court. So if he doesn't believe that it happened, he can just go and check the court records to see if there was a court case with Michaela School with the head teacher involved. He can check if he's inclined to disbelieve But something tells me that this gutless wimp won't even bother to check whether there was a court case just last week. He won't bother to check.
Why?
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 Because he's simply here to troll. He's simply here to try and make and justify harassment of school teachers by members of the Muslim community. He's here to obfuscate on facts.
On facts.
He doesn't even know what the word obfuscate means.
Are you English? Are you English?
Furthermore, ladies and gentlemen,
harassment.
the judge at the High Court recognised that the school had been subject to unjustifiable harassment.
Harassment!
The school had to employ private security, ladies and gentlemen. And notice that these people are not condemning the harassment of the school.
Where's your source?
They just want the source.
Where's your source?
So let me tell you what my sources are. My sources are the Guardian newspaper, the Daily Mail, the BBC, and the British High Court. Now, ladies and gentlemen, maybe someone can tell me why all of these sources are not trustworthy. There you go. Blame the Jews. Blame the Jews. That's what this immigrant is bringing to our country. Anti-Semitism, Christophobia, obfuscation of violence and harassment. That's what he's bringing, ladies and gentlemen. Now we all know the rule. We all know the rule. If he harasses, if he interrupts me, I will interrupt the dawah. So next week, I will be interrupting the dawah, ladies and gentlemen. I will be interrupting the dawah, ladies and gentlemen. And you can blame him for it, ladies and gentlemen.
The Jews antichrist.
Brothers and sisters, I want to make this very clear to you.
Jesus is a son of bastard, false prophet, false Messiah. Christians, God the Father, the Son,
head teacher of this school
is only God the
was
Father.
trying, ladies and gentlemen.
Not the Holy Spirit.
Siraj, come here, I've got a question for you. The head teacher of this school, ladies and gentlemen, was trying to impose a muscular secularism in her school. She was trying to protect students from harassment because she banned prayer in the playground. She was trying to stop, ladies and gentlemen, division in her school based upon religion. She was trying to do what France has been trying to do, which is to embody a muscular secularism in which all citizens are equal, ladies and gentlemen.
What do Jews and Israel
And the state has failed to defend her.
What does being Jewish and Israel have to do with each
This
other?
prosecution
have to do with each other?
is being
They don't
brought
correlate. They don't correlate.
against her
They're two different
by
things.
the state.
What is a religion?
You're going to watch as our society betrays that teacher, just like the society, our state betrayed the teacher in Batley and Spen. And that's telling us all that the state is not going to protect us when we need it. That's telling us all that as Christians we need to reorganize our community to defend ourselves. And I want to invite JC, to clip this conclusion and stick it onto the back end of the talk and before this conversation.
Yeah, no problem. We'll see
Right? And the reality is, ladies and gentlemen,
the reality, wow.
that this school is going to give us an example once again of how Islamists are allowed to bully in society and the state will not stand up to them.
Cowards.
And you all need to recognise it.
Yeah.
So follow this head teacher, support this head teacher, but I think you're all going to see what I'm warning you against. And when you do, let my words ring in your ears, that we as Christians must organise ourselves to be able to defend ourselves, because the state will not be there when you need it. God bless.
I follow the sin of Jesus Christ as the best example.
Hey, Firas. I like
Christian.
that.
You're a Christian.
I am Sunni Jesus. Muslim Quran. But Sunni Jesus.
Right.